What's up, everyone? My name is Chuck and Games. Welcome to an all-new video here on my YouTube channel. I just got done checking out the all-new Safehouse in the Hills DLC in GTA Onine. Checking out all it had to offer, all the missions, or lack thereof, all the content, the mansion, the cars, the clothes that weren't there, all the styles and stuff. But in this video, I just want to kind of give my 2 cents on what I think overall of the DLC. Now, is it a good DLC? Unfortunately, no. There's not a lot to it, it seems. There's 5 missions for Avi Schwartzman. Once you're done with those missions, you wait a little bit longer, you'll get a call from Avi again, and that will lead to a mission involving Michael DeSanta. That seems to be the only thing that Michael is involved with mission-wise. Now, there is a cutscene, obviously, when you buy your mansion, which will run you at a base pay of 8.5, which gives you 8.5, 9.2, and 9.5 are the base pays for the mansions if you did the new listings missions and you got the discount. You get $3 million off of the Devin Weston mansion. You get $2 million off of the Richmond mansion, and then $2 million off of the Vinewood, underneath the Vinewood sign mansion. That is the most expensive one. That one is 9.5/11.5. And depending on all the customizations you do, you're looking upwards. I spent over $15 million customizing a mansion. Now, I added everything. I added the podium vehicle. I added an arcade. I added an arsenal. I added everything I could. I added a dog, a cat, like all those things. I added all of it to my mansion. Dog and cat you actually buy afterwards. You can go and you can pet the dog. I haven't seen to be able to pet the cat yet. It just kind of goes from one area to another and just lays there. It's never like sitting up for you to pet it or whatever. You can choose 3 different AI voices, which are all free, surprisingly. I'm surprised you don't have to pay for certain voices. There's a very, let's just say, flirtatious AI voice who will call you daddy. And then there's 2 other voices. I honestly can't remember what they are. There's like a one that is just your generic AI. And then the other one is I want to say he's supposed to be like urban. it's like an OG gangster dude, you know. So like, yeah. And so you have like your British dude, your very flirtatious girl, and then your OG gangster thug dude. You know, it's whatever. But nonetheless, those are the 3 voices you have. Those are the 3 options. Now, you can buy all 3 mansions if you want. Surprisingly, you can buy all 3 mansions if you have the money. Now, you don't necessarily need to customize all 3 mansions. Each mansion comes with 20 vehicle spots. So if you buy all 3, you get 60 vehicle spots. Customize one, just have the other 2 just there, you know, for an extra $16,000 or whatever, $17,000. If you want, you don't need to. Like I said, you could just own the one mansion. That's all you need. And when you buy the mansion, you will, like I said, get a text message from Avi Schwartzman to like, you know, start doing these missions. The missions don't pay out that well at the beginning. Once you've done all the missions, you will get a lump sum of $550,000 for the whole thing of the mansions. Now, for the whole group of missions. After that, if you wait some time, you will then get another call from Avi, who will then ask you to meet him somewhere, but then your mansion gets attacked, and that gets Michael DeSanta involved. That seems to be the only thing that I saw with Michael. I haven't got any other text messages, any other calls. Will we get more missions down the line for Drip Feed? I'm assuming so for Michael. Maybe in a couple weeks, maybe right before Christmas, we'll get some. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. There are 4 new vehicles. Depending on if you have GTA Plus, and you can get the new FMJ Mach 5. There's another vehicle. I honestly can't think of what it's called, but it's like a supercar electric vehicle. Do not lower it to the ground. That thing was hitting every single curve and flipping and just it's terrible. Do not lower all the way to the ground if you get it. There's the Sentinel, which I'm pretty sure is Michael's car. It's like a newer version of it or whatever. And then there's like a sports classic. I wouldn't say any of them are must-haves. Even the new FMJ Mach 5, it doesn't handle that well. It slides all over the place. So I mean, if you want to, go ahead. Especially if you get it for free for GTA Plus. If you have GTA Plus, have at it. I didn't see any new clothing, no new tattoos, no new hairstyles. I didn't check the masks. But once I figured there's no new clothes, no new tattoos or anything like that, I was just whatever. There's nothing, no new planes, no new war stock cash and carry vehicles. There's 3 vehicles on Legendary Motorsports and then 1 on Southern San Andreas. That's about it. That's literally all the DLC is, basically. You get this nice mansion, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I love the mansion. It's great. It is essentially Devin Weston's mansion, like in one area. But for the one that I bought, like I said, I bought the one underneath the Vinewood sign. It is the like the pool area and stuff is shaped differently, but it's still essentially Devin Weston's mansion. And there's a lot to it. Like I said, you can have an arcade. I'm in the club right now, part of our mansion, where you can actually dance and have a party and all those things. It essentially acts like the penthouse, if you will. Like I said, I mentioned the AI. By getting the AI, and I think it's the AI and your security, your bodyguards, you will lose the chance of your businesses getting raided, which is a massive bonus. But then somebody asked me, what is that? Does that mean you have to do the security upgrades for your businesses then? And that's a good question. I honestly don't know because I've already had all my businesses max upgraded, so I couldn't answer that. But I wonder if you would no longer need all those security upgrades. Don't know. There's a variety of different pets you could choose from. There's Husky, there's Rottweiler, there's Pugs, Retriever. I'm trying to think of what else. And like 2 other dogs. And then once you go into those, there's different colors. So there's a bunch of different breeds of dogs, and there's different colors. And then for the cats, you get like less selection, I think it is. It's basically picking like calico, black, white, gray. Like you just pick the color of the cat, basically. There's no butterscotch tabby though. No tabby, which I was kind of surprised. I would have picked the tabby. And then you can pick a name for the animal as well. I didn't write any of this down, so I'm just kind of going off the top of my head with all this. So if it's just kind of all over the place, I apologize. Trying to think what else. You can you can teleport from your mansion to any of your businesses or properties. You can, much like other properties, you can choose to leave your mansion in a vehicle, in your helicopter, or something like that. Trying to think of what else. I can't really think of anything else. Like I said, there's not a lot to it. It's more spending than earning. There's no business involved. There's nothing like that. You can run your businesses from the mansion with your master terminal. But I was hoping like we could at least start our Cayo Perico for the master terminal. Maybe do bounties or something for the master terminal at the mansion. Excuse me, I got hiccups. At the mansion now. You can't do any of that. It's the same thing it was at the arcade. God damn it, I got hiccups now. Same thing it was at the arcade, so it's not nothing crazy fancy. The vault, by the time I went and checked the vault, I went from 40 million, which is what I started with, down to like 15 or 17 million, something like that. By the time I bought the mansion, customized the car, bought the cars, customized the cars, all that stuff. So a good 23, 24 million spent between the mansion and the cars, and we know the mansion was 15. So another 9 million spent on cars alone. By the time I went there, I had like 17 million, let's say. I walked into the vault, and there was like money and gold everywhere. So I think it's just there. I don't know. I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with how much money you have. It's just there. The vault is just something to look at. There's a trophy room where it's the trophies you've earned through your career. Like I had one that I feel like is going to be somewhat rare. Your player being older than 10 years. Your character being 10 years older. 10 years or older, and I've been playing GTA Onine for 12 years, so how many players are going to have that? But then there's lots of other ones that I didn't even have. There's ones for reaching $1 billion. There's ones for reaching level 1,000. I don't have those. There's ones for all kinds of different things, you know, and I think there's 5 or 6 trophies in total. And then there's the plaques on the wall, which are all tier 4 accomplishments for your career progress. I don't have any of those. So I got some stuff to work on for sure. But in terms of customization, it's not really quote-unquote customizable. You choose like the wall color, you choose a wall pattern, you choose like an overall theme you want for it. And and that's basically it for like the customization, if you will. Not a lot to it. And I didn't think there would be. I didn't think it was going to be like The Sims where you could like literally choose each and every table, and you can't even choose the artwork. Like in the penthouse, you can put the artwork you want around. You can't do that here, unfortunately. So there's actually less customization in the mansion than there is in the penthouse, from what I've seen. I may be wrong, and maybe somebody will correct me on that, but nonetheless. But yeah, there's a lot to the mansion. There's a lot to explore. There's a lot to check out, but there's also not a lot to do in the mansion. Not a lot to it's a trophy. Is essentially what it is. In it of itself, it is a reward for all our ill-gotten gains and all our hard work. And I mean, 15 million isn't that much for hard work and ill-gotten gains, but nonetheless, it is a trophy for, you know, for us. It is a badge of honor, a flashy thing for us to say we have and show people and all that stuff. Nonetheless, again, nothing crazy. The new missions with Avi are fun. Like I said, they don't pay out that good until the end, and I think you could probably do the last one. I think you gotta do them in order, because it's like essentially like a mini heist. It's like the Cluckabill farm raid essentially. So you have to do them in order. And then I don't have any missions with Michael. I'm hoping we get missions with Michael down the line. We'll have to find out what's in the files and the drip feed content through the data leakers and all that stuff. But yeah, I'd probably skip out on the vehicles. Get the mansion for sure if you got 15 million sitting around. And you don't necessarily need 15 million. You can just buy a mansion for 8.5 or 9.2, 9.5, whatever. The AI comes for free. You will need the bodyguards upgrade though. So just whatever. You can go through and get the base of everything, and it will cost you a lot less. I bought like the most expensive of everything, so that's why it was upwards of $15 million. I do have a video. It's already out, so if you haven't seen that video, you can go check it out. So how full customization, all that stuff. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm exhausted. I've been streaming. I was streamed for like, I don't know. It started at a little after 4. It's 11, so we'll say 7 hours. I've been sitting at this computer streaming, I've been taking breaks and stuff too. But nonetheless, I had to be to work in 6 hours. So I'm gonna go rest, relax, grab something to eat, and probably pass out for a few hours. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. If you enjoyed this video, drop it a like. I would greatly appreciate that. I cover all GTA content, official GTA content, no leaks, no rumors, no bullshit. Just official trailers, news from Rockstar. I was kind of hoping we were going to get a GTA 6 trailer this week on Tuesday. We didn't yet, but there's still a chance. I doubt we'll get one at the Game Awards. I think Rockstar is I think they think they're bigger than the Game Awards, so I doubt we'll get one at the Game Awards on Thursday, but who knows. If we do, I will, of course, be covering it, breaking it down, and talking all about it. And any new information, any new content we get for GTA Online, I will, of course, be talking about that as well. Thank you for watching this video again, guys. Later, dudes.